what your elected position is and nothing more unless appointed. She was elected as a council person and then appointed as a mayor pro tem, and not as she would have others to believe that she was the mayor of Patton Village. Cecil White is our elected mayor of Patton Village. He took a temporary leave of absence and only a temporary leave. He has not resigned his position as our mayor. He's had to come back sooner than planned to try to straighten out the mess that Mayor Pro Tem Munoz has gotten us into. I'm very sorry that I missed the last council meeting, whereas Mayor Pro Tem Munoz thought she could have it both ways as a mayor and a mayor pro tem, because a mayor pro tem can hold her voting power, but as a mayor, that only works in breaking of time. So, whenever she presents herself as a mayor, she has no vote, but she was not our mayor, she's just the mayor pro tem. She has put the city in a bad position, and I'm asking her to personally resign her position as mayor pro tem of the city of Patton Village. And that's all I have to say.
Resign as mayor pro tem?
Yes.
Or our council?
Well, it would, you know, to put the council in a position that she has, you know, that's up to her. I cannot force it unless I go to the attorney for investigation. But stuff has come to mind. Knowledge that, you know.
The city cannot even vote upon it. The city cannot reach out and vote upon it.
And I'm just making it on record.
She was elected by the England as of tonight asked her as mayor pro tem. Gentleman, question.
Yes, sir. Whenever you're absent.
For the record, can I have your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Rick Slate.
Okay.
Stated, and she takes over. Don't she fill your shoes as in following your step signs and your guidelines as mayor in the best interest of you and have the decisions the same as you would have the decisions? Now, I understand the splitting of the vote. I can understand that, and I see what your point is about that. But if she done something in the best interest that she thought maybe would be beneficial to the council or beneficial for you, don't she have full rights to do that, as in so forth?
Yes, she does. But my instructions when I left here was that I'm going to take a leave of absence for the 28 days in February when I turn my deal in. I talked to the letter to the council and the letter to the city secretary. My instruction was that I would appreciate the guidelines that I'm working on right now to follow my guidelines that I've set forth in this.
Right. Your guidelines is as you set down, not guidelines as is what's in as far as guidelines as far as state. So if she follows it to the letter of the law as far as state, following what that she thinks in her heart will be the best interest of the council, you can't hold it against her because you don't see eye to eye to where she. You see what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying?
I see your point that you make. Exactly.
Okay.
I understand your point.
Okay. Now, as far as splitting the vote, like you're saying, I can understand, because if she falls down from mayor pro tem and jumps into the mayor position for so many days, her vote only is for a tiebreaker. I agree with you on that.
What you got to understand is that if something happens to me, and I am unable to fulfill and run this office as it should be run, Mayor Pro Tem, she takes over. She does not become a mayor, period.
No, she becomes a mayor long enough till the next election.
She does become a department head under you.
She does not become a mayor, period, until the next election, and she can run to the position as mayor.
Right, but she becomes mayor pro tem until the next election where they vote in a new mayor. So then she'll have the same standards as you have.
That's correct.
Okay, so if she followed a guideline following that by the letter of the law,
But what's going on is right now, we're speaking now, we're not speaking of the election in.
no, I'm talking about because what you just left off, because you left off for so many days.
Yeah.
What she done as in mayor pro tem, how can we hold it against her for no, whether I agree with it or anybody else agree with it, if she follows it by the letter of the law, other than her split, other than her having a vote, how can, we hold anything against her that she's done as long as it followed by the letter of the law? See what I'm saying?
Brought before, should be brought before the council as a whole, one order.
And they were.
Right, but your guidelines may be different from everybody else's guidelines.
No, you don't know all the facts.
Look, I'm not trying to
I
get
don't
into
want a big argument or anything.
No, ma'am, I'm not trying to get into a big argument.
My personal, I am not supporting our mayor pro tem, and I just want it on record. That's all I ask.
That's fine, Mr. Delaney. I have no problem. I'm just making sure I understand that if he falls, say, ill or whatever, knock on wood, praise God, don't happen. Because I hate seeing anybody get sick. I've been down that road. But she follows the guidelines according to the laws and bylaws of this, of what we wrote up, then if she's not done nothing wrong past what that is, then there's nothing that she's done, whether it be whatever, buying a new car or whatever, other than as the council had to vote on it, that she could be held against her because her politics may be totally different than yours, right?
You want to repeat yourself here.
Nothing's gonna happen to her. She doesn't have to resign. We can't force her. I can't force her unless I got something that I wanted to go before the district attorney with. That's the only way that she can be removed from office. I just voluntarily ask, and I have it on record, that I'm not supporting her. And that's all I have to say about it.
And I can understand